what's going on, y'all? We got a video put together from last dog season of a hunt one day in January, middle of January, I think. We're gonna throw it out there for y'all to watch. It ain't much, but we ended up killing 2 bucks this day. Only got one on video, but the one we ended up killing right before dark at the end of the day was one. It was ended up being the one we turned out on, and the dogs, 3 of the dogs jumped, 3 or 4 of the dogs jumped, and ended up running and losing it. But in the process of the jump, 2 dogs that had split off on the trail were going back to the 3 or 4 that jumped, and when they got to where that one was laying, jumped another buck that was bedded there as well, and that was the one we ended up killing on this video. But I'll put a picture of the one we killed later in the day that we ended up getting back on, about a mile from where the dogs lost him. Ended up being about a mile, so it's rare to do what we did that day. It was to get back on him like that, but we did. And hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like I said, I'll put a picture of that second buck on here just so you can see it, but hope you enjoy the video. Morning, folks. So January 18th. Nice, cool, frosty morning this morning. Been tracking for about an hour. I got 1, maybe 2 little bucks. They ain't no sure enough big ones, but they bucks. May try later. Derek's got a nice one we'll start on. It's 6:45, so it'll be daylight shortly. I think Hayden may have a little buck as well. So we got something to keep us busy for a little while. We're gonna start on Derek's track. He's got this morning. See what we can do with it. How y'all think, dog? You ready to run one? Yeah. Moon's bright. Well, they were trailing this one good. They've made a little bobble right now. Yeah, I'll get him figured out here in a minute. Oh, that's better there now. Let's see.
Whew. Oh, dog box is ice. Oh, ow. Oh, it's too cold to be doing that. On brown feet. Oh. Yeah, it sounded like it. They come out of that bobble there. I don't know. I mean, dogs are little. I don't know. That's a pretty picture right there, ain't it? My word. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Dog's still trailing. It's icy this morning. While they're trailing, I'm gonna walk out here. There's a gap right out here. Look for some buck sign. Well, we got us a jump finally. Turn around and get out of this road. Willie and Waylon are running, but I'll cut them. Y'all go ahead. Tenfold. It's a buck now right here. He just turned back. He's got a fork. I was just making sure. He's got a little fork now. I ain't shooting over the dogs now. He turned back in. I think it's a little 4-point. I still see him out there. He's running back. You may want to go down the hump road, Derek, or the dump road. He's running back south and west. I still see him.
I'm coming that way, Darren.
Still see him way back there, back at the Planet Pines. Flashes of him. I see flashes of him. He's headed towards the dump road. He's coming out of the Planet Pines onto the big ridge, Hayden. Headed towards the dump road. I see him. He's coming back to me. Planet Pines are just too tight way out there. You see him, Derek?
I ain't no shot.
I was shooting at him standing still. Cotton picking scope hit this camera. Got that thing too low. John Brown whacked my head. Hold on, Derek. He's coming back, unless that was a bird. No, he's coming back. He's coming back again on the same track. He's hit. Derek, I'm out of bullets, but he's going down right there. I think he stopped. The dogs will get to him in a minute. It got him in the guts. Here. All right, Derek. Don't shoot the dogs either.
Went down again right there.
Buck was dumber than dirt there. Good job, Waylon. Good job, boy. Was I right? Yeah. Good. He's a little fart. Red figured it out. The others are going on behind Red. Probably more than one buck laid out there. Because Willie, were you watching them? They went over there and hit where they jumped and then ran this one over here. Yeah.
Why am I tracking Brownie?
Because he's on the hump road.
No, Brownie's out there with your dog, so.
Yeah, I thought I gut shot him. Huh?
Shot him in the foot, too.
Huh. Sure did. Well, I got that one tied on. That was two of my dogs that had a hard time on the trail when they got in there about 600 yards. They had a little bobble in the trail, and anyway, kind of broke down with two, split off from the others kind of, and then went back to trailing, and the others picked it back on up and went on and ended up jumping where the other two was headed back over to the others where they jumped and got to where the other dogs jumped and got on this one about 100 yards from where the other dogs jumped. So the others are still running. They just ran this one right back out to us, but the others are about 1.5 miles on in the block. They've been running about 40 minutes now. 1.8 in the block now. Going to the other side of the block, kind of going around there. Maybe it doesn't have more. This definitely ain't the track we turned out on, that's for sure. This is not a very big deer here. The one we killed. The one we turned out on was a nice big heavy deer. But these same 4 dogs made a lose on that one that was running for 45 minutes. Probably couldn't get him out. And now they either more than likely probably re-jumped something else new. I don't think that deer would have. He could have held up in the cypress. They jumped in big old cypress about 300 yards from where they lost. But let's see, get in here and get in front of them. got all the way in there to the dogs, and they had about lost it again. And loaded some of them up. Had 2 out, 1 booping, barking a little, and then Pretty, she was headed over to Red, barking a little bit, and either re-jumped or got back on one they was running, but he's lined out now. Going out there towards Derek and Hayden. Come out of this road, get back out there on the main road. I don't know if it's different deer, same deer.
Bighorn, did he make it all the way back to 120? They looking for him down
Let's see.
there. Hayden, I'm gonna come by you.
Ended up just losing this deer completely, and we got all the dogs loaded up and went and tried some tracks that we had from the morning with no success there. We ended up coming back, and then we tried where we thought this buck would keep traveling after the dogs had lost him, and just happened to just hit it just right where we turned out about 3/4 of a mile up the creek strand. And we actually hit the track backwards first, and the dogs trailed for several hundred yards, well, 300 yards, and then kind of petered out. So called them back and got them on the right way, and then they went 300 yards, jumped, and we ran him 5 minutes tops, 10 minutes, and that was the buck that we had started on with his track that morning. So it was pretty neat how all that worked out. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.